Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's time is 3:39 p.m. Central Time on February the 8th, 2017, and this is my trade reviews for today. As you can see, natural gas got me today, but I ended up with a positive day, so I'm okay with it. Uh, but I'll talk about why that happens here in a little bit. All right, so let me do the disclaimer. There's a disclaimer requirement. All right, so let's talk about gold first. So I even overtraded in gold, but still made some money because I made a couple really good trades. Here's the ones that I missed. I kept trying to pick a top here, and the reason I was doing that, I was looking at another chart. So it usually never works out when I do that. So uh, I would caution you or advise you not to do that. So first thing in the morning, I was trying to pick a top. Just something I was seeing on the 5 minute chart, and it just didn't work out. But I was just taking small losers, and anyway, so the first I was doing it, I did it all the way to here. This was a really good short right here. I finally picked a winner, but I thought it would run down here to this prior high day or down to this low here, test this previous low. I was hoping that they wanted more buyers. Buyers wanted a better price, but it didn't happen. So I let this winner turn into a very small winner instead of a 20 tick winner I could have taken. Anyway, and then I continued to do it up through here. I don't know, just my mindset wasn't right, and that's what happens when you're not trading in the right zone. So again, just got caught up in some mess. This was actually a pretty good trade. I just broke even on it because I moved my stop too soon. But I knew it was going to retest this low, or I had a feeling it would retest this low, previous low, and it did, but I just didn't take advantage of it. So this is where I really began to kind of melt down in my head, at least on gold. And then finally, the momentum to the upside just gave way. It just gave out. It really didn't do much after 9 o'clock. From 9 to 11:30, it really didn't do much. This is all this. So it looked like this was going to be a little trap high, and it did. It trapped these buyers. All these buyers got trapped, and immediately they knew they were wrong, and that's when I went short right here. And then I added on and got out of my first position right there, and got in another one, and then got out here. So that was it for gold. All right, so natural gas. No, this is crude oil. All right, so crude oil is the inventory day. Took a long here as the first trade I took of the morning. It was at, let's see what time it was. Right before 7 o'clock. So this would have been a 5 minute, right before a 5 minute candle close, and I took that long right there and got 2 ticks or 1 tick. My second long, there was a lot of momentum to the upside, a lot of strength to the upside, and they held this range low right here. Right, as you can see, we were starting to kind of form a range right there. It actually started further back, right about there. It held that low, so I went long right here, right before the end of the first 5 minute opening candle at 8:04, right before the close of that candle, and then that was a pretty good trade. Got a good bit out of that, and then I did a follow-up long right here for, I don't know what, I think I was looking at another chart, which I need to quit doing. I just need to stick with one chart, and took a small loss on that one, and I think that was it. No, so inventory report came out, and the price went crazy, of course, but it really never did anything. Never really got below this. I mean, it's still kind of, inventory report came out right here, and then let's see. right here, and then it kind of kept this range, you know. So about 9:40, it's kind of where everybody gets shaken out. I took a long here. I got in this one late. I should have got in right here at 51.84, but I got in late. So I moved my stop too soon, and only took a couple ticks there, 4 ticks, and follow along here for +1, and that was it. But this was my trade of the day, right here, right before the open. And I'll pause it and we'll take a look at natural gas. It got me. Okay, natural gas. All right, so I'm sitting here. I was trading crude and gold earlier in the morning, but I was watching natural gas, and I even marked up one trade I missed I should have taken, another trade I missed I should have taken, another trade I missed and should have taken, and then for some stupid reason, I took kind of a short here, watching some volume levels on the prior day, thinking it was going to make like a little head and shoulders. I thought this was a good, we made a new lower low right here, and I thought if we come up and touch this shoulder, this left shoulder, I could go short here, and then we do a little comeback to the VWAP, but it didn't happen. It immediately went against me and took me out. It was a limit order. I had a limit order sitting there a couple ticks below that, and it immediately took me out. So the first trade was just terrible. Second trade, I tried to reshort it. I think it was more of a revenge trade than anything. Just, not, like I said, I wasn't in the right mindset today at all. Even though I made money, I just wasn't in the right mindset. Didn't get enough sleep last night. I shouldn't have traded. So I got stopped out again. Then took a short. The short I did take would have worked out if I'd have let it go. I took a short right there off this high, and that would have been a really good trade. But I only got 1 tick out of it because I moved my stop too soon. Then I reshorted and got another 1 tick out of that one, just because I thought it was going to come back on me because this was so strong. This is a trend, a break, and you're going to retest the highs at some point. So I thought this was just kind of a bad entry. I didn't want to take any chances. I don't want to protect a little bit of money I just didn't. I lost. So I don't know why I have that marked. Let me just delete that. So I took my next trade was decent trade was right. I tried to take a short here. Thinking we were gonna get a measured move off of here, which we almost did. But if I would have not moved my stop, I would have made money. Then I followed it up with another short, 1 tick, short, another tick, and finally I went long here. I think it was just out of sheer frustration. I took a long, and 1 tick, when I should have just been patient and let it work its way out. It's going to go retest this high. I know it's going to retest this high. Or at least that's the probability it's going to retest this high. It's just been in this pretty strong bull trend since 620, 630. So I should have known that, and I just didn't have any patience. So I shouldn't even been trading. At this point, you can see all this junk. Look at me. Just kind of went back to my early days, just doing stupid things. So all in all, not a terrible day. Made it think of this $150 for what I made. Anyway, hope some of this helps. If not, again, this is Richie Rich Trader. Leave a comment if you like. I'm doing this more for me than you all. But have a great day. Hope everything went well.